Hey, I'm Edward Sturm. I'm the marketing director for World of Ether.
We just landed on the moon in a Lambo. Taking pictures with the zoom and the...
Before joining the blockchain community, before getting the blockchain, I was doing marketing, specifically search engine optimization for SMBs, for small, mid-sized businesses, and then for also a lot of enterprise clients, for Fortune 400, Fortune 100 clients at a big agency. And then before that, I was publishing online content. So this was a lot of blog posts, a lot of images, and especially a lot of videos. And I was making viral videos with some colleagues from college. Yeah, it was fun. As I continue working in the space more and more, I'm feeling really excited for how radically different the world will be in 5 years because of this technology. And it's something that gets me excited when I wake up in the mornings. And I wake up and I'm like, wow, like just a few years from now, everything could be entirely different and so much better. The positives of joining the blockchain community is you will be immersed by just the smartest and most talented and most passionate people imaginable. And the quality of people in this space is so absurdly high. If you actually, go out of your way to meet a lot of these people face to face, your life will be enriched so much. The negatives is, while this space also attracts a lot of very smart people, it attracts a bunch of unscrupulous people too, because it's still very much like the Wild West. Seeing a bunch of half-hearted projects out there, or even projects intended for malicious reasons and purposes, is definitely the biggest negative that I've encountered. Our goal for the blockchain space, for the crypto space, is to create very deeply functional dApps, decentralized applications, sooner rather than later. A bunch of the big projects out right now, the most highly funded projects, the projects that have gotten a ton of publicity, they don't have products out. They don't have anything out that works. And we're creating projects that actually work and work soon. And World of Ether will demonstrate this. World of Ether will demonstrate that you can have something that's very deeply functional and that's of the highest quality, comparable to the quality of non-blockchain projects, of highly funded non-blockchain projects, and that you can have this on the Ethereum blockchain. And so that's what we're trying to do with World of Ether. We want to create something where players can earn ETH by selling and siring their monsters, and have a decentralized marketplace that really obeys laissez-faire supply and demand dynamics. And then after World of Ether, with the resources that we have, we think that we can really build some incredible projects with this technology, and we'll be doing that. We created World of Ether because we love gaming and we love blockchain. We have the biggest Ethereum meetup group in the world. We love getting together very passionate, very smart people and hearing their ideas and hearing their beliefs on how this technology will change things. At the same time, we're big dorks, and we really play video games like hard. I was EV training Pokemon when I was in high school. I spent hundreds of hours in that game, literally. I know all of the lore to Halo. The founder, one of the founders of the company, is a dungeon master in Dungeons and Dragons. We love gaming, and so after we saw what CryptoKitties was doing, we started to think more about the concept of gaming on the blockchain. And as we thought about it, and as we looked at our current skills, especially with Solidity and with programming and design, it just made a lot of sense for us to combine these two things. We had this idea for this great game with some fantastic lore that we could think of, and then we just did it. What I hope next for World of Ether is that when we launch our main game, it'll be truly global and played by the biggest blockchain communities all over the world. After that, we want people to really love the features that we put out afterwards and to appreciate the game style. We want this to be played by a lot of people, but we also want this to be on the same level of fun with mainstream video games. And so when we launch the main version in a few weeks, that's what we're hoping for. If you want to be part of the blockchain community, what I did is I just started reading as much as I could and then talking to people who were very experienced in this community. So I would spend my day reading different blockchain articles, different white papers, and then I would go to different meetups. Even though we were throwing our own, I would go to different meetups like every day and meet different people and hear their thoughts and opinions and ask as many questions as I could. And then I would leave whatever meetup I went to with a whole list of new questions in my head that I would have to research, and I would spend the next day doing that and then go into the next meetup with all this new knowledge that I had to get information on. So my recommendation would just be to be really, really, really active, and then to also vet your sources of information too, because there are a lot of people who will lie in the space. So ask them about their experience, why they believe what they believe, and then try to find corroborating evidence online.
We just landed on the moon in the Lambo. Taking pictures with the zoom and the angle.